It's Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Greatness. Anyways, so yesterday, and I'll post a video here in a little while to upload to the YouTube channel. But what I was going to say was, this is kind of part two of yesterday. So what happened was, I don't know. I was recording, and we were cutting, and we were dataing, and we were building a ladder, and we were doing really good. And out of the blue, what happened? My phone shut off. And then I just got busy and didn't get back to getting it charged, and I fought it all day long. Once my phone goes dead, forget it. I don't have another option. So that's what happened yesterday. But I will be posting up the video that we were doing yesterday on the ladder that we were building. And of course, most of you won't notice the difference because it wasn't live, it's a posted video. So, but that's what happened. When you see the video prior to this one, that's what happened. We were doing really good. And then, here's what happened. So I let me grab this real quick. So apparently, you know why I'm standing right here? It's super warm. Check this out, man. This thing is kicking. Anyways, so, yeah, I knew this, but in order to get this piece of wood at my hardwood store, at the local I'm not even going to say where it's at. I mean, you guys have to know if you watch my videos, Macbeth Hardwoods. This little mistake, which you don't even see as a mistake yet until I explain it to you. It's cost me $70 to get another piece of that. I don't even know what to say. So, nope, that's not even the one. Hold on, I'll show you. So I went yesterday and I got this gem, which was cracked a little. It has a huge knot check right here, grain indifference. So this is S3S, right? So it's finished on 3 sides. It's not grinded or planed on that side. But this board, you can see this by the size of my hand, it is 8/4, so it's 2 inches thick, plain to 2 inches thick, so you can mill it down to where you want it. All this ash wood that I get comes in either 4/4, 8/4. They very rarely have the 5/4 in anymore because they've been out of it lately. But anyways, this board, 12 feet long, $70. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to say this mistake cost me $70 because apparently that looks right? The angle here, the steps for the ladder. Yeah. Well, when you put it this way, that's how it actually sits. Perfect. The only problem is you're supposed to have a mirrored one for the other side. So when I cut this one, lo and behold, it's backwards. It's backwards. I made a mistake. Oh well, move on. Move on from it. So I'm gonna set these over here on my tabletop for now. Well, no, I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna put them away. Wow, something I don't do all that often. I do. I clean the shop all the time. Constantly cleaning because we like to take care of things around here. So that was a dumb move. But what we did end up with is this. We ended up with a perfect built ladder. Now, some of you are going to look at this and you're going to go, hey, wait a minute. This part here is way too long for, no, it's not. And I'll tell you why. So here's what happened. we weren't sure about the height of everything once it all got put in because of the possibilities of things changing at the job. The ladder sits this way. This will go, let me move this back here. This will go this way on the ladder and be bolted in there. Okay? And then it goes, hooks to the rail on top. Now, this here has all been sanded and routed and it's all pretty. It's very pretty. Jeremy did a really good job getting it nice and clean. If I can do that to ash wood and not get a splinter, this wood has been properly taken care of, properly prepared. It's nice. So anyways, this will mount in this fashion here, but we need to cut, by the time we get the wheels on and everything, we're gonna have not as much room as we had planned for. And these did not come in until later, hence why we didn't have an opportunity to measure and make this to begin with. So this goes on the other side down here, but this is gonna go this way. Actually, if I turn the camera up just a little bit, it actually goes on this way. One on top, one on the bottom. Top and bottom for how it sits right now. But this is a rollerblade wheel, and it has a lock, so you can lock it so that the ladder doesn't slide back and forth. And these wheels will raise us up about 1.25 inches or so. So that was a factor in what else we did. The reason why we left the top so long. The other reason is this cabinet is only 8 feet tall. So what happened is this is the way we decided to build it. And in the instruction manual, it didn't have any other way to measure it and do all this and that. And so we're gonna do it our way, like we always do. And hopefully, no more surprises and gifts today. So, yesterday I was cutting these shims, and I was like, oh, cool. I'll just take and, use my big old push-pull saw, and I found out that they bite. They bite real quick. And let me just tell you, that shit hurts. So, now I gotta come over here and find a chisel. There we go. I got a chisel. What do you guys drink in the mornings? What do you drink in the morning? Do you drink coffee? Do you drink a Coke? I prefer to drink Monster, and my favorite, and I'm not sponsored by anybody, I'm just saying, just talking, just having a conversation. If I was sponsored by somebody though, it'd be a cool, be a pretty cool experience, I think, especially if it was something offbeat like Monster. I'd rock green Monster clothes all day long, every day. I'd wear a lot of stuff like that to begin with, so a lot of colorful stuff. I like these. If you guys drink Monster, have you ever tried these? They're called the Monster Energy Import. They have the twist top on them. I don't know why, it just tastes different. It's almost like buying cheap tequila and good tequila. And that is like good tequila. Except it's Monster. So, first thing I gotta do here is, I gotta get this glue off of here so that I can get these dowels cut. We glued the ladder. I know, It's probably 100 different ways to do this, but I glued them. So, with that being said, Jeremy spent a lot of time yesterday getting this all sanded nice and pretty. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a shim. So I'm going to lay the shim down on my wood, and then I'm going to put the saw on the shim and cut it. That way I can cut the dowel down to a manageable size and be able to sand it out without causing any major damage to the sanding job that Jeremy did yesterday. I probably should have cut that down a little further. I'm going to do it again here. It's kind of nice sometimes being in the shop by yourself, especially when you have people working for you, or you have a lot going on in your house, or, well, my shop happens to be in the back of my house. So, whoops. Little scratches are fixable. Little scratches are fixable. Just trying to get this glue off of here so that it's just the excess glue that's over the top right here, over the top of each one of these dowels. I'd really like to get it off of here so that when I go to cut this, there we go. Wow. That chisel got sharp, boy. Just trying to make sure that we get these cut off to a manageable height so that they're easy to sand. A lot of glue on here though, a lot of push out. So, I don't know if I had said this yesterday. I think I did. Well, you haven't seen the video yet because I haven't posted it. I didn't have a chance to post the video from yesterday because we ran out of, our power went out. Kind of hard to upload a video when you have no Wi-Fi, no nothing. Okay, so this clamp, we're gonna say this one is in the way, so we're gonna move it. Oops. I'm gonna move that clamp so that we can do this. I bought a microphone. Well, not a microphone. I bought two little clip-on microphones for us here in the shop, Bluetooth to my phone. And I could have swore that I ordered for Android, and it gets here. The package gets here, it arrives, and lo and behold, it's for iPhone. So, quickly get on Amazon, get the return code, have my daughter take it back for me over to Kohl's, drop off for free, which is kind of cool. I'm not sponsored by Amazon, I'm just talking about my experience. And sometimes it's 99% of the time, what I order is what I order, and what I get is what I get. But it seems like every time I order something for a cell phone, there's so many of them that it just gets lost in translation somehow. I don't get it, but anyways. So when I finally get that situation rectified, we will have wireless microphones. So you guys can both or hear me. make it a lot easier for everybody to hear me on the videos when I'm talking, because I know it's kind of difficult because you're on a 6 feet away on a cell phone recording. When I get to when I finally get to monetary status, or even probably way before then, we'll end up with production. So then we'll have microphones in the shop. I know we'll have video cameras, multiple cameras. We'll learn editing. We'll get a computer that can do it, and we'll really up our game here shortly, I'm sure. 'Cause I'm not the type of patient person. Oh wait, I mean, I'm not a patient person. So, and I love technology stuff. I love messing with stuff that's new, like stuff I've never messed with before. So when I get to do some camera work and some editing and things of that nature, it's kind of something I've always wanted to do all my life. So always wanted to do all my life, in case you didn't hear that. So I kind of can't wait. I can, but I kind of can't. So I am really hoping, and I guess we're about to find out, I'm really hoping that the glue held very well, strongly. And take my clamps off. Have you guys, any of you, ever used these clamps? I bought these on Amazon Prime deal. These are from Bora. And you can see they have, by the way, I'm not sponsored by anybody, I'm just saying, I use these clamps because I love them, but they have a little foot in here so you don't damage your material. You can put that in the middle there wherever you're going, so that when you put it down, it sits off, keeps the bar off the material. But they have a really big foot on them. They're solid. You can turn this end of it around so that you can push up instead of pushing together. You can push away. We've used it to hold up things that are bigger than the table. And I don't know how I got by all this time without them. But check this out. So I got these at Harbor Freight on a deal. They're from Bremen. And I'm not sponsored by Harbor Freight or Bremen or anybody else, but I'm just saying these were $27 on deal. If you're a member and have access to a Harbor Freight, those clamps are crazy good. Especially for the cost. For the price, you can't beat it. $27 for a clamp like that? I mean, these clamps are $50, $60 a piece. I don't even remember what I paid for them. I really don't. I bought them as a 4-pack on Amazon Prime Days from Bora, and these things are awesome. I don't know how we ever got around without them, but I really think for some of you, well, I'm not going to say some of you beginners because I'm still a beginner. I'm just a guy still learning every day. Storage, clamp storage. Like right now I don't have all my clamps up here, but having your clamps and your sandpaper and your tools and everything where you can get to everything Remembering where everything is, having it out in the open. There are some things that are just so important to learn. Having a whiteboard. I have a whiteboard where I have my jobs on it. I have a list of my jobs. I also keep some crucial measurement sizes of some patterns. I keep those on my board behind you there. I keep some important information. There's a size of one of my customers' doors, and I don't know why I've kept it on there this long. I didn't need to, but I did. And I sometimes just grab a whiteboard, a dry erase pen, and go over to the whiteboard and I just start drawing something out, like to make sure that the next guy that's here with me, my guy that works for me, Jeremy, he can easily look up on the whiteboard there and see what we're doing because I have it laid out already. It doesn't have to ask questions, or it doesn't have to ask as many questions because I eliminate some of that by having the organization. But knowing where everything is, keeping track of your stuff, picking up specialty tools here and there, collecting stuff, learning from other people on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and so forth everywhere. There's some things I would have never thought of. This one gentleman I was watching the other night, he said, I'm going to build a miter saw station with dust collection and a radial arm saw station all in one. And I thought, why would you want the two together? Which is what he said. Why would you want the two together? Well, guess what? I have a Delta table saw, which I have a dado stack on right now, and I absolutely hate taking a dado stack on and off. The DeWalt dado stack is probably a 5 out of 10 on my book. In my book, it's not that great because the shims, for some reason, get stuck on the arbor on the Delta saw. So every time I go taking it on and off, it bends the shims. It just makes it a pain in the ass. And I don't want to try and even put a 7/8 dado stack on my DeWalt job site saw, which I absolutely love. One of my favorite saws. One of my favorite saws I've ever used. I love the fence, the roller. Anyways, I won't get into complete there, but not doing a product review. So the guy brought it up that if you use one of the older Craftsman radial arm saws, you can put a dado stack on it. So for doing this ladder yesterday, I wouldn't have had to use my table saw and do some really weird things to try and make this 84-inch long board fit on a 36-inch table saw top plate table. It would have been nice to have the dado stack and a radial arm saw yesterday. So I'm on a mission. I'm on a hunt. That's going to be one of the next tools that we buy, and we just acquired a new toolbox that was not new. It's one I gave to somebody 4 or 5 years ago, and they have since run into a situation where they don't need it anymore. So I have another new toolbox coming into the shop. I'm thinking I'm going to mount my planer on top of that. Not quite sure yet, but anyways, the point being is we're always learning. We're always learning, no matter our level of skill or our level of, no one's better than anyone else. And, you know, if we can all understand that and help each other, then be in a lot better place. So, these things are awesome. Just like ordered these on Amazon. They're from D.DMS. This sandpaper here. It's 80 grit. Comes all the way to, I believe you can get it all the way to 1,000. But it's like it's got a plastic backer to it. It holds its shape incredible. It holds its shape and lasts quite a while. And someone said, well, you know, it's sandpaper. Why don't you use your magic eraser on there to clean that out? Never thought of that. Did you? Keep that there with the, look at that. Clean it right up. So now, it's time to sand this. Wow. I've used dowels before for internal, I guess you'd call it, internal connections. This is the first time I've ever used them for something like this, where I've cut them off and got a scratch right here. It's the first time I've ever really used them for this situation, and came out pretty nice, I think. Let's see. Let's get a little down look here. Hey, it came out pretty good. Huh. So it's kind of fun sometimes working out here in the shop by yourself. I don't know why. It kind of is what it is, but oh boy. I really should probably clean this off right here. Then we'll grab some couple squeeze clamps. These clamps are awesome. I bought four packs of them, so they're two large clamps and 2 small clamps at Home Depot on sale last year. But again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. It'd be cool if I was. I bought 4 packs of those clamps. I mean 4 packs, I mean like 4 of them in each pack. And I bought 4 packs of them, and they were like $39, I think, or something like that, for 34 or 39 or something like that. Anyway, the point being is they were super cheap. You know what I learned on the other side of this was when I do this, I take a serious chance of gouging the wood, so I think I just did it again. Maybe not. So I'm just gonna cut them off. Everybody says you need a really good pull saw, or a pull saw, or whatever this thing is called. I don't even know. I know what it does. You cut wood with it. But I got this one on Amazon for like $13, $14. Comes with the two-sided blade. I think it comes with another blade or something. I don't know, but it was super cheap. And I'll tell you what, my finger will tell you that this damn thing is sharp. And from what I can see, when I've gotten to use it now in the correct application, works really well. Works really well. I mean, it works for what I need it for. I probably have 100 power tools or 10 power tools that could cut this off a lot easier, a lot faster, a lot whatever. I don't know. But it just seems like this is the controlled way to do this so you don't mess up the rest of your project. I'm kind of guessing that's why we do this. So then, once we get them cut off, we'll go back and sand them. Don't forget, this is a PSA from the DelWood Designs wood shop in Lodi, California. If you're watching this video and you've watched it this far, please like, subscribe, share the video, help us out. We went to 70 subscribers in a very quick, short amount of time, and we are cruising right up to 100, and hopefully on our way to 1,000 and 10,000 and 100,000. But I'm just so excited with 70. So please like, subscribe, share, hit the buttons down there, hit all of them, and keep watching. And so this is what it's starting to look like, cleaning up this joint. I know there's some things I could have done different that I notice now that I will fix later the next time I do this. But as for right now, this is the ladder. And we'll do a quick short video when we go to install it later on today. We're going to put some walrus oil on this white ash, and then we are going to put some black hardware on it, and we're going to head up north about an hour and go install this and do some finished trim work, some cleanup, little touch-up paint, and we will do a quick video, 2 or 3 minute video of the bookshelf when we get it all complete. So as for now, please remember, hit all the buttons down below. Like, share, subscribe, pay attention. In the long run, we're only going to get better. I think we're getting better as we go anyways, even with just a phone. We're starting to find an identity and starting to go places. So let's keep it up. The more I learn, the more I'll pass on, and the more hopefully other people can learn from me. So we'll get better as we go, I promise you. You guys, you have a good day. Remember, DelWood Designs, 209-292-1354 out of Lodi, California. Like, subscribe, share, and are you next?